Off you go. I can't be seen raternizing with the likes of you. A sorcerer? Ha! Second rat wizards by my book. The reddish-coloured flesh beasts round here string your kind up by their hands.
The rat hisses at you with sibilant malevolence.
Carry on then, stink beast. Don't let...
Eggy gone. Baby Eggy gone for good. Help. Help. Gone. Eggs. Eggy babies. All gone. Marge's egg. Margie.
Yes, I found the culprit. Void woken. Oh, why? That's Peeper. Let me get a good look. Yes.
I saw. They were stolen. The babies, the eggs. Transform.
She leaps up and grabs the egg with her foot, kicking it under her warm underbelly and settling down upon it.
Shh.
She cocks a black eye up at...
Thank you. I have something for you. Something I buried behind the coop. Unless some other scrap.
I've spotted something.
The kid is whistling an off-key tune as he strolls about shiftily. He raises an eyebrow at your approach, but says nothing.
Ain't up to out. Just looking for someone. Seen Ben Mesd. Too bad.
The kid shoves his hands in his pockets and ambles off.
You ever think about running off? Like the farm being sad?
Hell no. You know what Raymond would do if he caught us?
Yeah. Guess you're right.
Ah, yes. One of Mary's heroes passes. Come on through, but mind the smell.
You ever think about running off? Like the farm being sad?
train yourself. What? No, you don't even have a stomach. It'd just be indulgent.
Ah, yes.
The silent monk's stitched lips are the color of sea ice.
Do you ever think about running off? Like farming and
What raining the dirty quarters?
yeah.
This town looks peaceful enough. Let's find out if looks deceive.
I've enough strife trying to earn a bit of coin without having the likes of you eyeballing me as well. Ain't got much to say. Off with you.
a code for the junk you sell, then?
Junk? What? I offer nothing less than the wisdom of the ancients.
Vapid fiction, along with a large helping of ham.
Looking for Magister Raymond, you're too late. He's a dot on the horizon now. Shark fair for all I care. And who might you be? Another adventuring type? That's a lot of words for a witch. So tell me, oh mysterious one, did you meet with a Magister caravan on your way into town? By the bishop's bones, you saw it? Out with it, man. What happened? Voidwoken. That means source was used. Which means some third party must have attacked first. And I've a fair idea who that might have been. Raymond, that old goat. Always suspected there's more to the Driftwood Dwarves than meets the eye. Too many things have gone wrong along Reaper's Coast to attribute to bad luck. Magister ships sinking, weapons disappearing, and as you've seen, a caravan attacked to destroy. Rumour has it the Dwarvian Queen herself is behind these acts of sabotage. That is what I want you to prove. There's a local thug, Lohar.
It may be interesting to have a word with him.
It's wild territory. Should you find any such place, and better yet, proof that Lohar is, they've always been snakes in the grass. You know what Queen Justinia is like, surely? A tyrant and a master in that case. Go forth and let the hunt...
Hello, mister.
The little boy looks at you. He picks his nose.
You be careful. My daddy's a magister. No, he's not. His daddy's a fisherman like most daddies round here. We're waiting for our friend. He went for a swim.
He went swimming all the way to Fort Happy.
Fort Joy?
That's what I said. Fort Joy. He's going to find his mum and bring her back. Cool. How did you know that?
Mister, have you seen our friend?
Tell them the truth about Joe. They have to grow up sometime.
The truth hurts, but they'll get over it.
The horror grows on their little faces.
No, that's a horrible thing to say. I bet it wasn't Joe. I bet it was someone else's leg in that.
She bursts into tears, then looks from you to her and back again, then starts crying too. After a moment, the crying subsides. Ben and Harriet snuggle into you.
You're cold. So where's Joe?
They look puzzled, but the little boy seems to accept the idea.
I think we should go home. Come on, Ben.
Bye-bye, mister.
They skip away.
Those mums smell nice.
Grumbling, the Magister turns back.
All right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Hackles raised, the dog barks at the sand built up beneath the building.
There's something not right, and that's wrong. It's under the house thing there, and it's bad. I can smell it. You be careful now. What's under there smells real bad.
I don't care if we tear this place apart plank by plank. We will find him. You've been warned, Barnes. Now, get back to your fish.
So much as a rat's hair out of place, you tell the Magisters. Then we can get them out.
The Magister turns, and it...
Elf, have you seen a human acting suspiciously near here? Grey cloak, grey beard, satchel slung over his shoulder? Blast! Well, if you do see anything odd, report it immediately. There is a foul creature lurking in one of these shadows, and we will find him. A sorcerer. As soon as we asked him about it, he fled. Who knows what he's done with our divine brothers?
Bugger off, I'm busy.
If any of you see so much as a rat's hair out of place,
Chris is
you
still
tell
the
the
favourite.
Magisters.
If I bet against him, I could
Then
win
we
big.
can get them out, and you can get
easy
back to
on.
work.
The dog sniffs the wooden decking, like there's something wrong.
Something's wrong. I don't know, but there's something wrong, and it's underneath the floor. Easy for you to say, mister.
place stinks. But some of these barrels look interesting.
There's something wrong down there, and it's still not right.
The dwarf reaches into a barrel and pulls out a fish. His knife glides through the scales, crimson guts spilling out in its wake. The innards fall to the floor, landing in a pool of dark bile. You'd expect fish to smell, but these reek.
You see the nose on my face, don't you? I bloody know it smells, and I don't care as long as it sells. And sells it does. Somehow. But the boss has found a buyer for this lot. It's to be shipped off to Arks in the next wagon, if you'd believe it.
He runs his knife through another fish and flicks the blade.
I'd say your guess is as good as mine.
The dwarf turns back to his work, slicing and disemboweling fish after fish. As the blood and black... Looking at the barrel, you see that someone has scrawled Black House on it in paint. You cast your eyes around to see that every barrel headed to Arks has the...
Here! Leave them barrels alone! I told you to take a hike!
You! Have you seen anyone leaving this place? Grey cloak, grey beard, a satchel of books under one arm. Lucians, if you see anything suspicious, anything at all, report it immediately.
Get her, Dallas. Get that sorcerer. Take that, sorcerer. Dallas.
You're dead, Alexander. Alexander, you're dead.
Here, mister. Alexander doesn't have to stay dead, does it? Hey, are you an elf?
No rest until the killer's found.
Whoa!
Cool. I think you look weird.
won't budge.
The dwarf is unnaturally still. You might mistake her for a corpse, were it not for a slight twitch of her eyelids. She calmly opens her left eye, then her right.
What do you want? Nah, nice quiet spot for a dwarf to get some shut-eye. Cobwebs, I reckon. Maybe some spiders and silverfish, rats. Nothing you want. Unless you collect cobwebs, I guess. Wine all you want. I'm staying and you're leaving.
Before you can ask more, the dwarf holds up her hands and closes her eyes.
Damn!
It won't budge.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing?
I've spotted something.
asking Duna to open it for us than for it to budge by our own hands.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? Huh? You got rocks knocking to budge by our own hands. You think a crowbar would open this thing? Huh? You got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck asking Duna to open it for us than for it to budge by our own hands.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? Huh? You got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck asking Duna.
Maybe if we had a crowbar. Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar would open this thing? Huh? You got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours. We'd have more luck asking Duna to open it for us than for it to budge by our own hands. You got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
There we go. The door's opening.
Well, this won't do. If I can get stuck, then I can get unstuck.
The shrine depicts Duna, yet has clearly seen better days. The stone is cold against your palm. You scrape your knee on the wooden floor. Nothing else happens. This shrine to Duna may have been quite beautiful, but nothing happens. This shrine... The shrine depicts Duna, yet the stone is cold against your palm. You scrape your knee.
You're back, and you're still alive. Well done, sir, well done. You'll help if you can, I suppose, and I'll be grateful for it.
You take the dirt-flecked lamp out of your bag. It feels strangely warm in your hands. The lamp feels heavy smoke.
Who summons m-
His face twists.
What's wrong, God? I should strike you down where you stand, God taint. 3. You and your gods are a blight upon this world. I would rid the world of your corruption, not help you spread it. As treacherous as...
it?
It doesn't make sense. I'm missing something.
An elf in tattered red.
So many suspects. So many potential cults.
A floorboard creak.
What are you doing, elf? Trying to get a drop on me? Sneak up and slit my throat? Ah, all right then. Now leave me be, elf. My Magister comrades are missing, and I'm gonna find them.
We wait, we wander and wonder, seeking signs from the gods. May the seven usher us to paradise against all the odds.
You take the dirt-flecked lamp out of your bag. The lamp feels heavy smoke. You sum his face.
What's wrong? I should strike you down where you stand, God taint. Because it... My God gave it all.
Deep inside.
And what kind of a monster gives you that? It was my birthright. The void said I could have... And it laughed as I was sealed away in that lamp. Be the light of the... Understand it or... You and your gods are a blight upon this world. I would rid the world of your corruption, not help you spread it. You threaten me? I will wear your...
No, even a smaller good if it bit you on the arse.
A prim woman in a star.
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
What can I get you, my dwarf friend?
If you want something, I'll make you do. We wait, we wander and wonder, seeking signs from the gods. May the seven usher us to paradise against all the odds. Damn right, we got to write something for that. Throw 'em in a hole
Her eyes soften and crinkle as she...
I see your mother raised you very well indeed. Rare for an elf. But all the more impressive. You and my nails might even get along. What brings you to Driftwood, darling? Yes, that's my boy. Did you know him? Finest physician in all of Reaper's Coast. Top of his class. My, but it's been too long since I've seen him. A fine physician indeed. That's my boy. Some say all a growing child needs is food and sunshine. Oh, but it's so good to meet a friend of Niall's. Here, have a little something to... No one in our little town can appreciate work so fine as his, you know. All his instruments and books are stored away upstairs, all but forgotten. It's such a terrible waste. You can hang your hat on that. I'd love to show you, but I'm afraid I can't leave the bar unattended. This crowd isn't to be trusted, but I suppose, well, there's no harm, is there? You seem to be a good sort. Here, take this key and...
Tell me, if they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
The cook acknowledges you with a graceful little bow, but
there's nothing here for you, brother. You should go back out front, where it's safe. There are other elves, ones who aren't working and have time to talk.
the cook's hand moves behind her back. Hadn't there been a knife on the table a moment before?
My secrets are my own, and I have no interest in yours.
Keeping one hand behind her back, she gestures to the door with the other.
Ah, the stew. Not for our kind, I'm afraid. I've created something separate. Here, take a sample with my compliments. Now I really must get back to my work.
Stop right now.
She nods an uninterested greeting.
Here for the fight? This is a tavern. People are drinking. Eventually there'll be a fight. You planning on starting one? Buy me a drink and I'll think about it. Cheers. You've got enough in front of you, Neil.
She doesn't lift her gaze from her drink. She's not interested.
Seven usher us to paradise against all
Finally! Your colleague over there is absolutely useless. I'll have a bowl of the house stew, if you please. Oh, after all I've been...
He lowers his gaze, then looks up at you expectantly. His lip trembles.
It's my mentor. My dear mentor. No. Now here I sit, and the waiter won't even bring me any stew. Ah, then perhaps my luck has... Tell me, how are you with, well, Void Woken? Ah, terrific. My mentor. He made short work of Liam. May the gods rest his soul. I managed to escape. Very, very well. That's... Now, give me... I can't tell...
It's good, if you're thinking of eating.
Throw him in a hole for all I care.
Not
He
right
fixes
now.
you with a stare. Looks then a smile creases his face. A smile carefully constructed to look friendly and authentic.
Greetings, stranger. Looking to ease the pain of a decaying world? You're in the right place.
Beers are ordered at the bar, but can I interest you in a nourishing bowl of stew?
He purses his lips. His fingers drum a pattern on his elbow as he assesses you.
All hope destroyed. Damn right. The path thus ended, the conclusion of a noble bloodline. Who shall rise? Who gains the title most divine? We wait, we wander and wonder, seeking signs from the gods. May the seven usher us to paradise against all the odds.
Not divine.
Menu simple. Eat or drink or both.
Weep, my friends, for Alexander the Innocent.
Nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
Stew is good, if you're thinking of eating.
Weep, my friends, for you have interrupted my newest masterpiece.
The bard clears his throat and gargles on his own saliva. He then returns to his poem, but his voice...
Well, never you mind. Every sonnet I compose is a masterpiece. And wait, you might be just the stimulus I needed. I shall craft a rhyme for you and your race. All I ask in return is a handful of coins. It's an offer of a lifetime. Normally I'd argue with you, but you do have a certain look about you.
He stares at you for a few...
My first question. Are you hungry? Actually, that's not quite what I mean. But you eat flesh. When you look at me, what do you see? A dwarf? A bard? A meal?
He smiles a crooked smile and runs a hand through his Greek...
An elf craves those memories like an addict craves Drudene. A pity that you turn to the dead for emotional sustenance. Would you not rather form bonds with the living?
Yeah? You all good with the Magisters caging anyone up?
Stew is good, if you're thinking of eating.
I suspect you collect memories not for knowledge, but from fear. Your homeland fell to the ravages of war and death fog. You worry of more loss, more loneliness. Tell me, elf, are you afraid?
Menu simple. Eat or drink or both.
The bard hems and haws, then bellows his next words to anyone who might hear.
To all lovers of verse, I bring glorious news. I have completed another modern classic. Listen now, and bask in its resounding refrain.
Get you something, friend.
A hunger gnaws at elves, a driving lust. They hunt and wander, seeking rotting flesh.
Stew is good,
First a
if you're
taste,
thinking
a
of eating.
morsel, then the meal.
Not right now.
Yet, never sated, start their search afresh. Alas, they lose themselves to
Stew is
ancient
good,
worlds.
if you're thinking of eating.
Lost in memory, present gone from sight. But threatened by the void, they rise together.
Hold it. Papa no, you no go.
He grins.
Loha didn't tell me to let anyone of your description in, so why should I? It's already mad as a bag of cats down there, and I've no intention of flinging another mangy yowler in there. Scoot!
If they got nothing to hide, they got nothing to be scared of.
Yeah? You all good with the Magisters caging anyone up?
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets its sense of Fort Joy.
The town is poor, but this room is rich.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard?
A weathered woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic babbles breathlessly to herself, and somewhere nearby you hear a...
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn, and I without my compass.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me.
The ship is in the locker, on the bottom in the rocky shallows, and all are drowned. And yet, can you hear?
If I can get Alexander.
The bell rings on. The bell haunts me yet, and it would drive me mad. I'm haunted by my crew. They ring the bell to drive me mad. Please, make it stop.
Then you're an idiot.
She buries her head in her hands and cries.
Make it stop. The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
Curiosity kills the cat.
A weathered woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic...
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets its sense of Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
It's a shame, it is.
An absolute shame.
Alexander, slaughtered like a supper lamb.
It ain't right.
It ain't right.
You said it, Hilka.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets its sense of Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard?
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
Absolutely not. The coffers, man. The coffers, they're to be guarded day and night.
Yes, of course. Of course.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away.
And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
Lush, somehow.
It's as lush as it's always been. Now train your eyes on my treasures, not my person.
Yes, my lord.
The bell rings.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. What do you want, tree stock?
Who rings the bell?
Huh. I want another beer and a bowl of stew. Which of us is more likely to get what they want, do you think? Guess that makes me a sinner. Thatcher here is one of...
Thatcher grins.
Our mate Boris got posted...
They look at you expectantly.
I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that.
Thatcher bursts out laughing.
Get lost before I throw you in a cell for...
Thatcher doesn't look
Disrespecting one magister's enough.
She turns back to...
Of course it's not true. Smile all you want. I'm not in love with you.
The bell still rings.
Cupboards for ogres.
Later.
Thus ended the conclusion of a noble bloodline.
An elf sways. She slides.
And that.
Her eyes go...
The fog came up. Everyone up. Excuse me.
We wait.
Yes?
We wonder and...
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
The bell still rings. Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
You got that right.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot. Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it
All right about that. Right as rain.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent
Town
to
is
Fort
poor.
Joy.
But this room is rich.
A weathered woman in
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
Then you're an idiot.
she babbles breath.
The bell rings a warning. The ship is in the and yet I'm haunted.
She buries.
Make it.
A weathered woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
You've got a picker you can trust.
You got that right, Hilda. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away.
The bell rings.
Too careful, you know. If they can get Alexander, they can.
She babbles breathlessly on.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilda.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
The coffers, they're to be guarded day and night.
You've got a picker you can trust.
That right, Hilda. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know. If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilda.
Magister's dropping left and right. Whoa, there's a fun face. You stay out of trouble.
Right away. Come on, can't I go and play with the others?
No can do, chickadee. You're not leaving my sight for a while longer yet.
The Magister startles. Realised.
What do you want, elf? You can't just come in here as you please. There's Magisters missing. I'm trying to conduct a bloody investigation. Ah, I see. You're sniffing around for a reward. Well, there'll be gold for anyone who helps us bring this mess to an end. Otherwise, you won't get a damn thing.
No can do, chickadee. You're not leaving my sight for a while longer yet.
Is a tinkerer type. If you see anything, tell me or my men at once. Otherwise, keep the hell out.
Doing okay, boy of mine.
Ma, I'm fine.
The Magister turns.
What? Who asked you? You're not even supposed to be down here.
The Magister glances.
This isn't the divine order I signed up for.
The bell rings a war.
Curious.
Belson, my inkwell is
Course,
dry.
sir.
Fetch me some more.
Right away.
Painful death.
Passionless, the silent watch.
Can't I go and play with the others?
No can do, Chickadee. You're not leaving my sight for a while longer yet. Well, there's a fun face. You stay up.
Bellwether, I
I'm
need those
watching
reports.
you, stranger.
You doing okay, boy of mine?
Belson, my inkwell is dry.
Course,
Fetch me some more.
Right away.
Let it be known henceforth to each and every subject here and everywhere that, in the absence of our beloved Alexander, Bishop Divine, as were let fly the divine Dallas, the hammer, hail to the...
Dallas leads the order. Lucian will be rolling in his grave.
The dead don't care. It's the living who should be fearful.
The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand. It looks like it was dislocated by the gallows.
Damnable red cloak baboons ransacking my wardrobes, as if I would keep ancient valuable secrets.
She takes a deep breath, reaching across the...
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe. Apparently I had a claw in murdering their darling divine-in-waiting at...
The Meister
Never mind that. That I was here the entire time. Apparently my cunning transcends time. Enthusiasm? We shall begin once we have... Come, Godwoken. It is fortunately the Magisters pay as much attention to art as they do to fashion. Kindly remove that painting from the wall. It really is quite simple. In the corner there's a painting. Remove it. The combination... I pray my instructions will not... Your talent for blowing simple instructions fills me with wonder and pride. Push
A stone door lies flush with the floorboards. Etched whorls and taking your time.
Ancient
Come
ruins,
speak to me when you wish
weird
to
contraptions.
and try
This
not to
place
break
is an
anything in the
arcanist's
meantime.
dream.
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients, thrown together in no particular order. The Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems grim as she turns to you.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken? You would let the void run free so you can feel the joy of your skin sagging as you age. You would trade the sanctity of all the races for your flesh. No. Becoming the divine means taking on the power of all the gods. The divine was created by the divine cannot use his power for anything else. Very well, then. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then, well, not inhale the smoke, but whatever the skeletal equivalent is. Ignore any feelings of dizziness. Everything you need is here.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
Once, although not by a god woken. My assistant did not believe that one had to be chosen by a god to become divine.
She waves a bandage.
Headstrong and thought. From observing her, I gather that the ritual involves inhaling the smoke, a lot of screaming, and a rather sudden death. And putting our faith in you is a risk. If you need more detailed...
Opening the door, you see us. After a quick rummage, you spot the blackroot nestled between the great. You gather up the blackroot.
Are you simple? Perform the ritual. Ingredients in the cupboard, ritual in the book, source in the fountain. Go!
Opening the door, you see a select. You explore the remaining ingredients, but you've already.
Are you simple? Perform the ritual. Ingredients in the cupboard, ritual in the book, source in the fountain. Go!
As the smoke swirls about your skull, your vision starts to swim and cloud. As the world fades away,
Deepest recess of my soul.
bathed in the half-light of this eerie, starless landscape, you spot a figure you could only describe as you. Another you. It looks haggard and weak, its voice merely a feeble...
My child, come. Come closer, so that you may see me as I truly am. Come, child.
The apparition clasps your face in shaking, skeletal hands, and you feel a tingle run through your bones. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color before fading.
Time to open the eyes. Speak the spell, and see.
Strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the goddess Amadia in all her spectral glory.
You know me now, don't you, child? I saved you when the ship went down. I blessed you, made you powerful. And now I've come to seek some power. Your god-woken soul is my last refuge, my last bastion. And now...
Amadia stretches out and nourishes herself from a source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself as it drains away.
Ah, yes. That is better. That is so much better. Truly, dying does not become a god. The void itself is hunting down the gods. We are battling for our very survival, and we are losing. Should we truly perish, all will be cast into oblivion. Indeed, there is. You must realize, together we are a force to be reckoned with, and once you are strong enough, we must travel to the Well of Ascension. There, you will become even more powerful. Eager child, before we discuss the where, we must first muse the what. We gave those powers up freely to create the first divine. That is where the road to divinity leads. And you must be the first to reach it, no matter what the cost. There you touch upon the very heart of the matter. The void has never been this strong. Only he who claims everything will be everything. The void's doom, this world's liberator. It is simplicity itself. They will bow to you, of course the others, but there can be only one. So make no mistake, dear one, but do not let that dismay you. You will save all of existence. You will save your kin and your loved ones, and all the rest of the mortal world. And you will become a god. I will lead you to the Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to...
Laughter rolls and echoes.
You flatter me, dear child, although I see that even without my help, you have already managed to channel your source in greater volumes. You have already communed with one of these sage souls. I have granted your spirit eyes with which to see the source. Now I shall grant it teeth.
Amadia smiles, and you notice for the first time 2 vampiric fangs glistening beneath her upper lip. A gulf of magic envelops you, and you feel an insatiable hunger for source.
Go on. I am here for you. Give in to your hunger. Do not heed me or any other, only your own lust for power, just like a god should. Go on, my sweet.
The spirit of a dwarf frowns at you, suspicion drawing the...
I don't hear any pickaxes! We can't be wasting time! The Empress will... You don't know the site's close.
Feast upon me,
Though your spell tore through her like a spear through flesh, Amadia looks grimly happy, if haggard.
You speak the spell with brash ferocity, as I knew you would, my child. Oh, do you still not see? Let me tell you the one truth about what it means to be a god. It is about power, and power is not given. It is taken. You can see the souls of the dead, and now you can feed from them to your hungry heart's content. So feed, my sweet, for you will starve until you finally feast upon the Well of Ascension. No, your soul must grow larger still. Your inner self become a vaster expanse. There are more masters of the... Go hence, learn, and do not tarry.
You seem different. Tell me, what have you learned? Or has the smoke simply addled your mind beyond repair? Vampirism? As if killing a creature weren't enough, you should utterly destroy its soul too. A dark skill, but certainly useful.
The Meister slumps back in her chair, closing...
Very well then. But as you lack the glowing eyes of the divine, or the purpose of one soon to be divine, I trust you need more source. You need another master of source, naturally. I just pray that it...
The dog lies there quietly.
You don't smell right.
It snaps at your hand.
Got a pain in the neck. You got a bad pain in the neck.
It flinches. A low, threatening growl builds within its throat. Under the collar, you find the sharpened points of metal rivets, gouging the poor dog's skin. The dog bares its teeth at you and growls. The dog gives you a long, hard stare, but does not bite you. Yet. The dog goes to bite your hand, and then realizes the pain is gone.
Hey, I feel okay. Thanks. Think I'll wander off now. Here, before I go, what can I do to show my gratitude? Master did.
They don't come visit your tongue. Who will?
Huh? Wait a minute. Master hurted me? Excuse me a minute. I'm gonna go now. But first, I have a thing I need to do.
He turns to his master.
You bad man, you!
Penny for a grieving beggar whose dog ran away.
What kind of rat would sell such filth?
God damn it. That was my livelihood. Penny for a grieving beggar? I reckon I'm owed it here.
Keep talking to us and you let that bitty sawdust for yourself, do I?
You wouldn't do that, would you? Oh, yes. You would do that, wouldn't you? I couldn't prevail upon you to change your mind, could I?
He gives you a cool look, then rummages in his pocket. He hands you the contents.
That's your lot. Go on then. Get lost, you freeloader.
Eggs dropped in a vat of
Penny
vinegar.
for a grieving beggar whose dog ran away.
They don't come visit your tongue.
Then get out of the way. Penny for a sick dog, people. Go on there.
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But void weapon? God knows what'd stop those beasts.
Cold steel it is, then.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Don't come over. While you're buying anything.
God knows what'd stop those
Smells
beasts.
I think that lunatic Siva is loose again. Damn it.
You needing supplies? I'd stock up if I were you. It's madness out there. Never seen anything like it.
How you holding up?
Until later then.
Latest news! From any of latest, my friend. The war, the bishop, the queen. What tickles your fancy? Jolly Justinia, here's 20 horse. You ask me, and I say she's mad as a mink. 7, say, kill them all. I mean, they doomed us. Ain't looking to. Don't need it.
The Silent Watchers.
War
How's the brewing, my friend? Special prices. War is hell, my friend, but it's very good for business. Good luck to you.
Good day to you.
You look strange. Are we already?
Well, hello, stranger. Interested in...
You look down at the cart and see fish with flaking scales, tumours and, in one case, 3 heads.
Suit yourself. Back again, eh? Looking for anything? It's free to look. Fair travels, friend.
Keeping it together, Bree.
No, we dwarves at...
Right away.
The Magister's jaw is...
What? Well, stop wasting my time then. Those tinkerers all look the same. When? Not desertions? What do you know? But they slip away and...
What am I going to do? Oh, what am I going to do? Oh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Please, you there.
Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination.
Stinking little flies.
The power recoils. The eyes of the dwarf.
Little flying all right.
I'm starting to feel unwelcome.
The spirit traces runes in the air. You recognize the gesture. It's the same one you perform when gifting others with your blessing. Your blessing leaves you as a stream, then a clatter and a shriek. A winged Voidwoken has grasped you in its talons. It takes you to the air as you flail impotently. The Voidwoken continues its journey for hours. Blackness. The blessing fades. The spirit's hands are stilled. The spirit looks overhead and raises her arms, but it has no effect.
No, this ain't right. And I was alive. No, please.
The dwarf bangs.
Damn it! I can't.
The dwarf backs away.
No, please.
The dwarf rocks back.
That can't have been real. Those monsters. But I was the priest. Help me.
Dwarven battle mage gazes upon the mutilated body that once housed her. As you approach, she turns confused eyes on you. She stares uncomprehendingly at your outstretched hand, slowly raising a bewildered gaze. With a jolt, her life flashes before your eyes. You become her in her prime, battling a felled magister in a deserted clearing. Electricity crackles from your fingers as you advance upon the magister. The Magister is part of something dark. As her warm blood spurts to cover your face, you are thrust out of the spirit's memory as the lost soul...
Aye, the giant takes notice of its charges.
The spirit tugs and tugs.
We couldn't. I couldn't. Is it really our fault? The Voidwoken.
He gives you a look full of hope, then remembers the collar round his neck and slumps forward.
Brother, no!
The hurt dismay in his eyes only strengthens as you sap the living energy from his helpless soul. You have a feeling you won't forget that look for a long, long time. A dwarven spirit
No, please! Help! Someone!
with growing horror.
No!
The trembling of the dwarf. He drops the helm.
Divine, save me! I know it.
The spirit.
No!
A frantic dwarf. He lets it fly at some towering.
Keep firing, damn you! He has to have a weak spot. He has to.
The spirit looses the arrow. It evaporates into nothing against your hand. He drops his bow and yanks his sword from its sheath.
Come on, you filth! Let's see what your insides look like!
The spirit sees you.
Amazing. I've never seen anyone stand up to a void walk. You're one hell of a fighter. I don't know. I didn't see it. 1 minute I'm on my way. They killed the Magus. Almost wish I'd gone. What's happening? No, please don't.
Keep me alive. The little ones. I don't understand. Why did this happen? Why wasn't the Divine here to save me? What? Please, no!
Never thought I'd be relieved to die like. If you hadn't come along, I would have been eaten by them damn hatchlings we were guarding. I wish I could. All I know, you spared me from that. Be damned if I. Then, the next one.
The spirit turns and tries to run, but it's too late. The spirit's hands are clamped firmly over her ears.
Kill the dwarves. They are not your friend. And when the eggs hatch, let them come.
You pull away with a jerk. The spirit's head, it grips its... The dwarf sways in front of you. His eyes are on focus.
84, pick one up.
The ghost grasps.
4 tankards of beer. Oh, no, that ain't right. Hey, what? I'll be down guarding Mordus. Gets cold down in that. Dead? I might have been. Nah. Just one more drink and then...
falls on you, or as a warning. The spirit take a distant cry.
Run!
The spirit throws.
Please!
She throws her. Your head spins.
Our shield speaks, Quercus. Prick up!
A distant.
Run!
The spirit. She your head.
That was. You're one hell of a fighter. I don't. 1 minute. They killed them. Almost wish I. What's happening? No, please.
never thought if you was all you spared me feet. Then what?
The spirit turns.
Gave me a leg. I don't until little and Revlon's been. What? Please.
The spirit's hand.
Kill and get.
You put the spirit. The dwarf sways in.
Oh, what?
The dwarf.